Alter, dein Englisch ist so scheiße. Dieser Akzent, zum Kotzen. Dein Englisch ist scheiße, du Bauernmädchen. Why don't you speak German? It would be better. Your English is annoying. Arbeite bitte an deinem Akzent. Hört sich scheiße an. Die Aussprache von der ist zum Kotzen. Die meint, sie könnte mega gut Englisch sprechen, spricht aber wie ein Sandalentourist. Work on your English pronunciation. Ugh. Your English sounds pretty ugly. Was soll der Scheiß mit deinem extremen deutschen Akzent? Mach den Kopf zu! Hey Rabbits, it's Trixie, and to be honest, I'm a bit afraid of making this video. I'm scared that I may appear cocky or arrogant, which is not my intention. I feel the urge to address a topic today that many people, me included, suffer from. I call it accent or foreign language shaming. The hate that so many foreign speakers get for speaking with an accent or making mistakes, especially on social media, as I'm sure I'm not the only one. You already heard it in the intro, and I get tons of these mean comments regarding my German accent. It basically started the moment that I uploaded my first video in English on YouTube, and I still get these comments today. Of course, I also receive many awesome comments and compliments regarding my English skills. But then again, as soon as one of these comments gets a couple of likes and makes it to the top comment section, there's almost always another response from somebody saying, "What are you talking about? Her English sucks!" Well, I'm German as well, and I think her English is awesome. Her pronunciation might not be. It's like something about me receiving compliments for my English triggers something in some people, and they want to turn this praise into shame. So I wondered, why do people target accents to hate on somebody? I don't mean constructive criticism or pronunciation tips. That's helpful and appreciated. But really mean, hurtful statements. Now I wish I could say that none of these comments get to me anymore, and for most of them that would be true. But every now and then there's this one thing or the way that somebody mentions something about my accent or my language skills that totally hits a nerve, making me feel frustrated, unsatisfied with myself, and embarrassed. Luckily, that does not happen very often. In general, I learned to stop taking these comments too seriously. But what they still do is they make me sad and worried, like on a sociological level. Learning a language is hard work, and comments like these can totally intimidate beginners or people in general that have low self-esteem. Hatefully mocking someone for speaking a foreign language with an accent or for making mistakes is stupid. I'm personally okay with a bit of joking and teasing. It feels good to laugh about myself sometimes. But comments like the ones I read in the beginning of the video, they cross a line. They simply suck balls and help nobody. They discourage where encouragement is needed. And it makes me angry. Not for myself, but for many other language learners, that so many people do this. So why is this? Why do some people attack others for having an accent or for making mistakes? In this video, I want to tell you what I think the reasons might be. The most obvious and harmless answer would be, for a couple of people, an accent might just be terribly annoying. Especially for native speakers, the mistakes a foreign speaker makes may just be distracting, unsatisfying, and plain unbearable for them. I get it that somebody can be very sensitive in these terms, and then I understand why they feel bothered by an accent. Of course, that still doesn't justify a hateful comment, but at least the motivation behind it is genuine. Honestly, I don't mind these people. We all have our pet peeves, things that grind our gears. Everybody has the right to find my accent ugly, even though pointing it out in a mean way doesn't make much sense. However, funnily enough, I believe that most people criticizing a person's accent aren't actually bothered by their accent. They just want to hurt you, and your accent comes in handy. I mean, accents are something that you cannot just drop, even if you wanted to. So hating on a person's accent is similar to criticizing them for their size or their weight, their skin color, or their jug ears.
Or their cup size.
Exactly. 10 centimeters? Pretty average, I would say. All these things are obvious, cheap, and vulnerable targets. But what makes accents even more special is that shaming them goes a bit deeper than just criticizing somebody for their appearance. It seems less dull and superficial because it targets knowledge, intellect, and skills rather than just looks. Exactly what people want whose only interest is to cause damage rather than offering help or advice. Now, who takes pleasure in making others feel bad? Exactly, trolls. But even more importantly, people that don't like you. I believe that most people who criticize my accent do that because they simply don't like me. They couldn't care less about my English, it's a personal thing. The way I talk, the thoughts I share, my silliness, the style of my videos, or it is related to my language skills and they simply assume that I am arrogant and cocky. That the only purpose of me making videos in English is that I want to show off and have other people tell me how awesome I am. That I want to be admired and consider myself superior to everybody else because I speak a foreign language, which is so far off the truth. I believe that my English is good, but I'm definitely not perfect. I'm actually not very confident about my skills, even though I'm not ashamed of them either. But trust me, I'm far away from cocky. Usually I tend to be way too self-critical and I have big troubles taking compliments. Because I always think that I don't deserve them. But maybe they don't see that, as we don't see many things about other people and judge them anyway. I mean, I've been there. It happens. In the end, it doesn't really matter what it is that they don't like. But my point is, I'm sure that it goes way further than the simple fact that I have a German accent. They dislike my attitude, or what they think is my attitude, and they feel the urge to talk me down and intimidate me. And they do that by asking themselves what I'm most proud of. And then they take it, they turn it around and try to destroy it. Oh, you're trying to speak English. You must be so proud of that. Well, it's bad and your accent sounds horrible. By addressing my accent or my English skills in a bad way, they're aiming at my self-confidence, my self-worth. Now, that's the most delicate point here, but jealousy might play a role here too. Very often, I read comments like, Hä? Du bist doch Deutsche, also mach deine Videos auf Deutsch, dein Englisch ist eh scheiße. Which never made any sense to me. Why do I have to make videos in my native language? So my careful guess is that people writing comments like these don't actually think that my English is bad, but feel threatened and intimidated by me speaking English because they think that their English might be bad. They notice that they are not able to follow my videos, and because it's more comfortable, they blame it on me. Why don't you speak German, stupid? Being totally aware of how much effort it is to learn a foreign language fluently, they don't want to give me the credit for it, because they might actually be disappointed in themselves lacking the same discipline. I would never judge anybody for not speaking English, but maybe they project their own dissatisfaction onto me. They feel that I look down to them, so they want to drag me down too. Am I overanalyzing things?
You are overanalyzing things.
Okay, still, I think I may have a point or two regarding the aspects that I mentioned. I just wanted to dedicate a video to this topic because sometimes it's important to talk about nasty things. And I believe that this is an interesting psychological phenomenon and that there is so much more to accent shaming than just sensitive ears. Not only did I want to expose the motives of people hating on somebody's accent, I also want to make everyone who speaks a foreign language or has an accent aware of this problem and tell them, you are not alone. The fact that you speak a foreign language is great. It's a big achievement that you have to be proud of. It breaks my heart that ambitious language learners are discouraged by this stupid stuff. So please don't let people teasing or mocking you get you down. They are most likely just jealous, prejudiced, or frustrated with themselves. Of course, you can try and improve your accent, but that should be your decision and not anybody else's. And the fact that you have an accent means that you took the difficult challenge of learning a foreign language. That you came a long way to speak it that well. It's a proof of cleverness and hard work and discipline. And to be honest, I think that accents are beautiful. They give a language another cultural note. It's your personal interpretation. Your accent tells your story. So, I hope this video was helpful for those who also suffer from this and insightful for everybody else. What do you think are the reasons for accent or foreign language shaming? Have you ever been a victim of it? What can we do against it or to help others? Tell me in the comments, and please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, because that would make me really, really happy. I really hope that I got my point across. It was difficult for me to talk about this. I'm very sentimental right now, so I hope that I was able to maybe change something, to encourage some people and, you know, share some love. And to be honest, I think that accents are beautiful. They give a language another cultural note. It's your personal interpretation. Your accent tells your story.